Hi, I'm Michelle and welcome to today's video. We're going to be going through starting our resistance training for beginners for strengthening and toning your glutes. Now these exercises are really appropriate for women with pelvic floor problems such as prolapse or after prolapse surgery. So you'll be able to load these exercises the way I show you and tone and strengthen effectively. So hopefully you've been practicing the exercises from my last absolute beginners video. If you haven't, you can check it above. But otherwise, let's get started. Now you can use some resistance for these exercises. We're going to come down on our side with the first exercise we started last time. And remember that's a clam exercise. So I've got a weight here. You can use a dumbbell weight, you could use a bag of rice from out of the cupboard if you want to, or even a tin. Now to load this particular exercise, and remember we did our clam exercise, which was the lift and lower, remember that particular exercise? To load it up with a dumbbell, you roll the dumbbell down as close to your knee as you can. So it's no good having the weight up here, that's useless, it's not going to load your hip and your glutes. So we're going to lift up in that position and lowering down. So again, keep your head down, try to avoid straining your neck. And it takes a bit of a reach here to actually get down close to that knee, I can see. Now you can see again with this clam exercise, what I'm doing is lifting and lowering just a small way, not too high with the lift, and I'm lowering down slowly and keeping my feet together. The other thing you'll notice, which we talked about last time, is that I'm not lifting the leg too high and just using my back. That won't help your glutes at all. So let's do one more rep here, lifting and lowering slowly. And remembering you make a lot of your strength gains on the lower down. So lower down slowly if you can. All right, we're coming over onto our backs now. So you remember last time we went into bridge. So just setting ourselves up for bridge again. Remember it's knees well apart, feet turned outwards. But with this particular exercise, we can load up a little bit more and really safely for the pelvic floor. So I've got a dumbbell here. Again, you could be using something at home that's weighted. You could even use a filled up laundry detergent container, couldn't you, just to load up your hips if you haven't got weights. So let's go. So pushing down, lifting up and taking down slowly. So remembering again, to keep this as safe as we can, you're breathing out with the lift and then coming down slowly. Again, you're driving through your heels. So heels really activate the glutes, and that's the way you kick your butt on. If you've got your toes down flat and coming through there, you've got to use more of your hamstrings and your quads. We don't want to do that. We want to use our buttock muscles. So I nearly even lift my toes off the ground with that and come down slowly. And thinking glutes on, so you want that mind-muscle connection happening there. Again, let's go, 4 to go. Breathing out, lift up, nice and strong, and take it down. And 3, breathe out, lift up, and down, staying relaxed through the neck, relaxed through the jaw. 2 more, lift up, and down. And we've got 1 more to go here, lifting up. Keep it comfortable for your back and lowering down. All right, and again, we're going back to a lighter weight now because we're going to finish off our clam on the other side. So coming around, weight down, close to the knee, and let's go a little lift and down. And if you're not sure about your foot placement here, I try to keep my heels roughly in line with my bottom. So if you're looking around behind, that's where my heels would be. So don't have your knees right bent up forward and your feet in front there. Keep them well back. So a little lift and take it down. Much better to be in the right position to really activate the right muscles. And remember the muscles we're using here are these glutes up here, the side of the hip. So keep it nice and steady. We've got 4 to go, lifting and lowering down. So I'm doing sets of about 8 reps here. You can do anything from 8, 10 to 15 reps. It's really up to you. I'm just really doing it for convenience and just for the flow of this video. Let's do 2 more here, lifting and down. But ideally 10 to 15 reps is your good strength endurance combination there. All right, I'm going to come back onto our backs and I want to show you a variation here. And this is called an exercise band. So you've got these exercise circles. You can get them from Amazon fairly inexpensively. This is a looser one you can hear. I've got a firmer one here. I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in getting this type of exercise gear. What you do with this particular piece of tubing is wrap it around your thighs And this really helps to activate both the outside glutes and the bigger glutes that we're talking about. So you go into your same position, arms are down, and you can breathe out and lift up. So as I take my legs outwards, try to keep the tension on the band, that's using these muscles here, as well as my large glutes at the back to lift and lower. So you get extra bang for your buck with the exercise. Really, it's like a 2 for the price of 1, which we all love with an exercise. So breathing out and coming down. We're going to do 4 more of those. And if you happen to be using the band at home, I think you'll notice that you really can feel a vast difference with that. And lift and lower. We've got 2 to go here. And then if you were being really fancy, you could use the weight on the top as well if you really wanted to load it. But that's not beginners yet, is it? We'll leave that for next time. And lift and down. And let's do 1 more. Lifting up, really feeling your glutes working and coming down. Okay, the band's coming off. And now we're going to go into our side leg lift. And you might remember that from last time. Again, taking your light weight. You'll start off with a fairly light weight here. Let's pop that to the side. And we're going to go again with our straight leg. Do you remember our straight leg raise from last time? So we've got our toe pointed down, and again, roll the weight, the dumbbell or the bag of rice, whatever you're using, as far down your thigh as you can. And we're going to do our lift up with the toe pointed down for starters. So just looking at that, it's about half a foot lift, isn't it? No back movement at all, and your head stays down. Let's keep it going, lifting up. We've got 4, and down, and 3, and down. Before we do our fancy foot turnover, which we did last time, 2, and down, and once more, and down. And now if you turn the foot over and angle the foot up, you'll notice that really changes things, and your large glute really switches on. I can really feel the difference with that, and I hope you can too. So I'm keeping my foot tensed. I really like to push down through my heel to activate my glute. And let's just do a couple more here on this side. And if you need to put your weight down at any stage, that's fine. Just build up to how many reps you can do with the exercise weighted. Let's do 1 more here. Lifting and lowering. And let's swap sides. So we've got to keep it all even, haven't we? Keep it all in balance. Okay, last one. Top leg straight, weight right down as far as you can. Head down. Let's lift and take it down. And 2. And down. Remembering the focus is on up here. That's where you're really strengthening. So this is great for hip bone strengthening as well. So they're lovely exercises for if you've got decreased bone density. They're the type of exercises that you can do for your hips. If you've got the okay to do hip strength exercise from your doctor. And down. Let's do 2 more here. Lift up and down, and 1 more time. And I'm really feeling my glutes. I hope you're feeling yours as well. Turning a toe over, toe towards the ceiling this time. Let's go. Finish off last set. Nice and strong. Lift and down. And you can see I'm keeping the leg well back there. I'm not letting it come forward. And I'm really thinking about squeezing my glute. So always being conscious of that mind to muscle connection. So brain to glute, brain to butt. Keep it on. Let's do 3 more here. Lift and down. Stay with me at home if you can. 2 to go. We're nearly there. And 1 more time and down. Let's bring that knee up. Weights down. How about we finish off with a set of glutes to go. So a little set of bridges. Feet apart. Let's go. Lifting up nice and strong and take it down. Number 2. And down. Let's go right through to 8 if you can. Number 3, drive through your heels and down, and 4. And remembering that you might be able to increase the size of the weight that you're lifting, particularly with this exercise. A great exercise. It's not going to load your pelvic floor. You can feel very confident doing this one. A couple more. Strong lift and down. And 1 more time. Lift up and take it down slowly. Bring your weight down to the side. Give your legs a hug. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Great work if you've got through all that at home. If you're a beginner and just starting out, that's quite a long little routine that we've just done there. You don't need to do all the exercises if you can't do them all at once. Just go 1 knee to chest. You can just start off with a few reps weighted and then do the next lot unweighted, just increasing gradually as you go. And the other side, knee to chest. And down, and let's do a nice big rotation. So feet are down flat, roll your knees to one side, just rolling through the back, stretching out, keeping the shoulders down, and the other side, rolling across. Always keep your feet flat with that exercise. And back to centre, and a couple of pelvic tilts. Flatten out and back, and 1 to go, flattening out and back. So there you have it. You've got a nice little glute routine to do at home. That's for your beginners. So remembering that you can do this workout 3 or 4 times a week. If you'd like to, you can choose alternative days. Start with the weight that feels comfortable for you and gradually progress, even if it's a couple of pounds and gradually a couple of kilos, and start to progress from that. So I really hope these exercises, this little routine helps you at home. I'd love to hear from you. If you've got any questions or comments, let me know below. And if you found this helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you can leave a like below. That helps other ladies find the video too. Thanks so much for watching today. I'll see you next time.